I'm lazy, but I'm ambitious. This video is for you. What is being lazy and what is being ambitious? And do you call it lazy or having an identity crisis? Who am I? This question has to be solved before you ever know. Are you ambitious or is it just an identity crisis? Everyone thinks that I am special and they'll do anything to keep up with the identity. There are people who know that they're not special. I'm just the ordinary, but some have the feeling. They call the main character syndrome that I am special and I'm ready to do anything to remain the same. To have that title, it's like just a recurring faith that you are special. This is a faith that you've been having inside you for all these years. This is a belief that you have inside you that you are special. So let me just tell you people, to have this identity of being special, when you enter another certain level, you'll understand that there are same like-minded people who think they are special, but they actually are. Enough that you are lacking behind. But doesn't mean that you have gone worse and worse. It's just that you haven't seen the reality. But do you call that laziness, the thing that's stopping you from being who you are? I would say that this is what you call as identity crisis. Who am I? That question has to be solved in every chapter of life. Every block of life, when it is completed, you have to understand who you are, who you certainly are. That has to be solved before you ever know if you are special or not in the field. People see that this is because of laziness. I was not there. I was not uploading videos for one whole month. But doesn't mean I'm lazy. I would call it an identity crisis. I am thinking if this is what I should be doing in my 10th grade. I was doing something in my academics and I was doing other work as well. But I did not upload any videos. Does it mean I'm lazy? Maybe, maybe not. But I would call it what you search for an identity, and this has to be done in every spot of your life. Whenever you need a certain level, whenever you come to a certain level, you have to be doing it because that makes you know where you are at this chapter of life. Has anything changed? Because not everything is permanent. The only thing that's permanent is change. And that has to be understood, and that idea of change has to be accepted by you all along. This journey of life is filled with changes. Every change that you have adapted or not has to be checked properly. And if you don't adapt and you stay prior to all of the changes and you think you're special, it's just that people who might not be as talented as you have just understood that these things have changed and moved on in life. But you're still there wondering that I am special in this stage of life. And this idea of being special has to be solved. This main character syndrome has to be solved. And you can be the special. But this has to be solved because you have to be special. But you should know where you are special and who you are. This has to be solved for you to be special. This has to be solved for you to solve your main character syndrome. And I'll conclude this video by knowing that you are sometimes not lazy. This might be cocky, but this is just the way it is. You should know if you're lazy or not only by knowing who you are. Some people might think, I know who I am. I know what I'm going to be doing. But if you don't have to admit it to anyone else. Your inner soul is the biggest judge of you. You should admit it to it. And are you really sure who you are? Think I'll be back in a new video. Bye. I'll see you later. Bye.